Hello there, I'm Brad Fraser, and we're playing Final Fantasy 16. This is our afternoon stream. We'll be going till 4 o'clock, which will be about 3.5 hours. So, let's get started, shall we?
Well, Talia, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia, it's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Talia. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
What are you
Just
missing?
tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Northern, near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears.
Okay.
Make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Okay.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this.
So the way I figure it, there should be 2 bosses left. Which will be at least 2 days.
Bloody hell, Clive. Not
Probably
this
3.
again. Ain't you got better things to do with your time?
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
It's better than anything I could make.
Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn.
Exactly.
But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Yeah.
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together, back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because
Okay.
the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I
Okay.
refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
It's so
Very
totally
well.
different, man.
Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once, make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride and focus all your energies on the task at hand, keeping the Cursebreakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Karava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
But like jewelry and blacksmithing are like nothing like each other. And so the fact this guy's like, I can't believe this jeweler's better at jewelry than I am. It's like, why wouldn't they be? You have no reason to expect to be an expert blacksmith and jeweler. But whatever.
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Vaguely. Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
Oh?
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know, but hear me out. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I
Okay.
believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
Okay. What's one vine?
And all you need is a single vine from an ordinary Morble.
That is correct. A single vine. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, a most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosaria. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt board.
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
Oh, no. Please, sir, could I have some Morble? Okay.
Sid, heard you were in Canva fetching young Med.
Yeah, I was.
Miss Shirley, how can we learn to be clever like Miss Mididol?
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, then
everyone who is alive.
Morble sightings. Your brother's neck down of carrots, Kupo. Every carrot of Rosaria is anything like the one that just got pushed on the board. I can see why, Kupo. Carrot? The rogue Morble. You come across a red carrot protruding from the marshes of Three Reeds. Do not attempt to pull it from the swampy soil. It is in truth another root vegetable entirely. An exotic species of Morble. Use the modified carrot-like vine as a lure to draw its prey close before emerging from the earth and swallowing them whole. Cruel way for nature to turn the tides of privation to her advantage. Whispering Waters of Rosaria. Whispering Waters is near here. Alright. What a cute bird you are.
Deserve a rest.
All right, let's go. Carrot, Brink B. That wasn't good. Let's try again. Should have healed it one more time.
There's no turning back.
Got him. Notorious Mark slain. We beat him by punching him in the face. As he should. Morbal tendril. Extending the underside of the morble's body, these tendrils mainly serve the purpose of locomotion. When times are lean, however, they can also serve as temporary roots, drawing ethereal energies from the soil. Morbal flower. Said the morble only blooms once every 30 summers, and when it does, the resulting flower emits a noxious odor that flies, beetles, vultures, and other cravers of carrion are drawn from leagues around by the stench. The resultant convergence sees the flower pollinated, while the morble devouring those late to the festivities, obtained by defeating Carrot, used in crafting.
That was definitely anything but ordinary. Now,
back to the yard. What's up, Nigel?
Sid, I can't help but notice that your satchel is twitching in a most violent manner.
Quite vigorous. Here's a morbal tendril.
yeah. It's your problem now.
What an amazing specimen. The flesh positively throbs with vitality. If I can successfully graft this to the Morganbeards... When I successfully graft this to the Morganbeards, I suspect the results will be immediate. I shall begin at once.
Am I going to have to beat something here as well? Mildly concerned.
It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with heretofore unseen vigor. Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other specimens as well.
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You've not only helped us, Sid, you've saved us. Do you recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards. And would you believe? Its potency has nearly doubled.
Awesome.
You must accept this vial as thanks for your assistance. The rest, I shall give to Taya.
Yes, it's definitely good to have the rest of us alive as well, not just me. Quest complete. Please, sir, can I have some more bowl? Alright. Invigorated Morganbeard extract. Adding the extract of Morganbeard petals to curative and performance-enhancing potions increases their potency. Then imagine what adding the extract of Morganbeard petals fortified with the vigor of a morble, gripped with madness, might do. Necessary for further increasing consumable potency. Goblin coin, used for Gil. Consumable potency maximized. Yays. Obtained a phial of invigorated Morganbeard extract, further increasing the potency of most consumables. Both potions and high potions now restore even more HP, while strength, stone skin, and lion-hearted targets last even longer. So everything gives us more. I like more.
He's a surly soaker. Who cares less?
Still alive, are ya? Going purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
$217 bloody hide.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
$239 sharp fang.
I reckon I can find a buyer.
You got out else?
Steel bug.
I
Black
reckon I can find a
blood.
buyer.
Goblin coin.
You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. You'll not find
Only
a better
dark
price than
deep.
that. Is that all?
Which song should we listen?
To Tabor we go.
You have my thanks. Without your medicines...
First order of archaeologians, Dalmatian Wing. 53rd monthly report. Item 1. Further discoveries of our acolytes envisioned in the nearby displaced mountain dwellers' remote settlement. The diminutive tribe's main village appears to be the receipt of regular deliveries of supplies from Hugo Kupka's Men of the Rock. On inquiring with the locals, it became apparent that they had the deepest respect for the one they call Lord Kupka, and whether he has merely bought their loyalty or some deeper connection with the tribe of Titan remains
Your
unclear.
wisdom. Tabor would be but a shadow of itself.
It is the least we can do in return for your generous hospitality, my lord.
Lord Cyril, acolytes stationed within Valencia, reported a curious change in the primeval structures we have come to refer to as monoliths following the fall of Drake's tail and the change in the skies. Allow me to present the preliminary findings of our archaeologist investigations of these monoliths most near at hand. We were able to visually confirm the activation of the structure in the northern reaches of Velcory, but a sandstorm forced their temporary retreat. We'll make a second attempt when the wind stops. At Draco's Deep, our team was able to make direct contact with the monolith. However, no further change was observed upon touching its surface, nor upon dealing it several stout blows with both fists and blade. Whatever the purpose of its activation, it would appear to be other than that of the defensive echoes we encountered among previous relics of the fallen and their predecessors. We should continue our investigations both of the monoliths proper and of any historical writings which may refer to them, and inform your lordship forthwith should they produce any discoveries of note. May the Phoenix's flame burn ever in your heart. It will hang a right.
3 cities under siege?
Off we go.
Right.
Big mistake.
To the fields of Cordova.
Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. You look like trouble.
I am trouble.
I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick. Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you are so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
I promise I won't throw the first punch. Not good enough for you.
Go on then.
Much obliged.
That guy's name was Git. It's like, look here, you stupid Git. Let me through.
So this is Dravosht. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now, are you?
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it. It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
The forge on the hill.
Good luck. You'll be needing it.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our...
Good day. Go safely now.
Lining the hair of Kestrian.
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
What's up, Sultan?
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out. Before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here. And neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
Before I go, let me just fire up your forge really quick.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something.
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back yet?
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your...
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
Indeed.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Meow. What's up, kid?
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravojd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravojd in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravojd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravojd won't last long without his furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravojd will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you, August?
All right, then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin. I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Carava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
We are lucky, aren't we?
Let's make this quick, shall we? No holding back.
Got him. Grab some salamander skin. Some species of salamander want to shed their tails in order to escape predators. Alas, all those sufficient size to provide the unblemished stretch of skin that Cid's bellows require have no predator but mankind, and are disinclined to part with their appendage. We've also got the dragon talon.
I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows.
Should be.
What's this all about then?
Don't know. Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
There should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louts to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I do, yeah. Dravost is saved.
Sorry about earlier. I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pet Cole's cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the Anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravost needed. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers. A while yet, though, so why
Sorry,
don't you head
Kitty,
off
I'm being
with us?
clumsy.
I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him.
Indeed.
Everyone except Zoltanes. Didn't see hide nor hair of him.
Oh, but that reminds me. I have something for you.
Pitcoal Cinder, sooty black shards, recently removed from the equally sooty black depths of the Dravo's mines.